Last man standing.
Around
Bring this
to
home.
our right. Yeah, he's being
Yeah, he's straight ahead.
left.
Straight left, left, left.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Hey guys, so this will be my first Blackout video. Pretty much just showing you a win that I had the other day. I'll be able to go through, my thought process when going through these games. Yeah, and I'll be able to just pretty much skip all the boring stuff and show you, where all the action is a part of the games, where all the action was. It's good to get a team that, that talks and communicates. We pretty much got a safe landing. There was no one else around us. Didn't really have much luck with guns at the beginning. So actually zombies spawn here. If you're unaware, there's certain locations in the maps where there's possibility that there'll be zombies spawning. If you actually, if you don't know already, if you kill all the zombies in that location, you'll be able to, unlock the mystery box. Usually has good stuff in there, or good gear. So it's usually good to try and get it. I end up, grabbing throwing like a tomahawk, just so it's a lot quieter. Don't use ammo when you kill zombies and that.
Sorry. Do you have anything decent yet?
Yeah, there's armor up here if you want it.
I'm actually talking in game with these guys, but I didn't. You aren't able to hear me, so it probably sounds like they're talking to themselves sometimes.
And a rampart here.
See, another thing, yeah, they spot, and any guns or anything useful. That's why it's good to have those sort of teammates. They tell you where anything is. And if you're unaware and don't know how to spot, even if you don't have a mic, you can still spot it for people. You just hit, while looking at the item, you just hit left on your D-pad, you hold it down,
Did you guys clear out
and then you press down on your joystick if you're on the consoles.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I'm stuck. Piss off.
Just want to go maybe here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, sorry, zombie.
Actually ended up killing this guy. I don't know what he was doing,
Wait, did you want to do
he didn't have any mates around
is there
him.
a person?
Yeah, he just got in.
Oh, sorry.
But I was, if you can see there, I was pretty cautious because usually when they go down, they'd have mates around or their squad around. But that guy must have been doing his own thing.
Just a zombie.
Ended up getting a Paladin from this guy, which is pretty good. Helps us win the game later on.
Nice. Where is the last zombie?
As you can see, finally, when you hear that sound, that means the box has been unlocked.
Anything good?
There's not really. I think I got.
We didn't get a very good drop, but at least the other lady got armor from it.
Man, where are the days with level 3 armor and the zombie box? Did you guys loot over here yet?
It's already been looted. Yeah, his bag's out here. No.
Oh yeah, they're. Oh no, sorry, they're not up there. Something caught my eye.
Alright.
I always try and sort out my inventory so it's quick. As soon as there's people there, I have the Semtex ready in the slot ready, so I can just quickly hit the button to throw it. Don't have to, equip it at a later stage when there's people in front of me.
Didn't even come in here. Extra barrel as well. There's a fair few attachments hanging around if you want them. You can have that.
Another thing, perks are really useful, so I try and always, you know, especially paranoia, awareness, dead silence. Whenever you get them, you might as well use them.
ABR upstairs if anybody wants it. Pick up paranoia. I reckon people will be pushing through here soon.
Yeah.
Ooh, another level 2 up here, guys. Actually, two level 2s up here.
I've already got one.
So it's really good. Chelsea is telling me, you know, there's all this stuff that I might not have. The level 2 armor, you know, I wouldn't have found it if she didn't tell me that. That ends up, you know, helping heaps in the later stage. You'll be able to see later. Get shot quite a bit, so that would have saved me a couple times.
I was literally in the game before, and somehow we managed to miss the entire game, and like there was 13 people left.
So yeah, talking and, you know, saying, communicating with the other teammates is a really big thing in this game.
Need a few more attachments.
You just want to make a move?
Yeah, positioning as well in this game is, you know, try and stay.
Oh yeah, 18 seconds. Yeah.
You know, keep your back to know that people aren't going to be there. So if there's a zone behind you, most likely there's no one going to be behind you as well. So we usually try and stick to this side or the edges of the zone. Just helps to know, you know, you got one section cleared. You don't have to, you know, look at that one because you can't always look everywhere around you. So I'm just going to cut to the action now.
Can we go up to the left and see what's happening? Given we haven't really seen anybody.
Yeah, that's a storm as well. Yes.
So we end up actually finding people right about now.
We get closer onto the, oh wait,
Just creeping along the side.
Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated
Kind of out in the open, so we try and, you know, make our way to a safer spot.
Oh shit, somebody's watching us.
There's people on both sides of us, so I just ended up throwing smoke just to make it a little bit harder to hit us. So we end up holding up in this little house here.
Oh shit.
See his head peeking out.
Oh.
Where are the people at the hill? I can't see them. Actually, I might just throw a sensor out of the house.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, nobody's in.
So you see here, I'm repairing my armor and I'm healing up at the same time.
Oh, no.
Nope, they're watching us.
I end up placing this down just to cover her back. It's pretty useless.
Shin. Landing up.
So I know there's people northwest of us and also up on that hill.
What do you want to do? Just in this house, or should we?
Let me go up.
Oh, at the back. Oh fuck! Who's is that? Sorry, did I get? Oh, he's up on the hill again. Motherfucker.
End up getting that guy, but he gets revved later. But we end up getting him at a later stage.
Did he go down straight away, or was he
Just waiting for the zone to come in. One good tip is as well, wherever the airdrop lands or the supply drop, it's usually where the circles, you know, going to be around that area. So it kind of gives you like a heads up on, you know, where it's going to be.
Oh, rushing the hill, alright.
Oh, I've got dead silence. I don't see that guy's up here.
Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone.
Oh man, people are gonna camp the fuck out of that house.
The team gets that guy.
Him.
People are shooting at us from here. Whereabouts are we going? Going back up here?
This is bad up here.
Yeah, we're very
You can't in the open up there, so we end up going around.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Kind of go through, which is just as bad. But we survive somehow. They just miss all their shots. You see, when we're out in the open, sometimes it's best, you know, just to try and maneuver rather than because when you stand shoot, you're standing still while you're aiming in, so it gives them a chance to shoot you. Find that guy peeking his head over the rock.
Oh yeah, there's the...
But the zone's coming and creeping up behind us, so we got to move from here.
Oh yeah, behind
Just try and maneuver and then try and hit him a couple of times just to stop him from shooting as well.
Gotta go.
Anybody have any throwables?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't know what I'm aiming
Further
at
collapse
there.
expected. Travel to indicated safe zone.
Another one.
Nice. I just got a bit of damage. I don't got him.
Ended up taking that squad out.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Going from that side.
So it pretty much ends up being the three of us versus another two.
Where are they, sir?
They couldn't make it over that window.
Nobody really had any like throwables. Like we must be fine.
So just repairing our armor up. It's probably like one of the most important things.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
And again, we're just creeping around the outside of the circle.
Yeah, I've got a sensor dart. What do you want me to throw it?
Teammate Chelsea actually ends up
Alright, throw it.
messing up that sensor dart.
Please, please.
Goes right over the house.
I say. They're in 100% inverse. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna have to come to us. He's out.
Right, I'm moving to the right house. Oh, is it just him? No, there's another one here. Oh yeah, to the right of the house.
Right.
He's
Net call.
lying down.
Major instability
in the
detected.
door of the house.
Safe zone evac orders are in effect.
Yeah, I've got so much damage on him. So he's,
So we had the high advantage, like the high ground advantage against them there. But it was the 3v2, so we decided to rush him.
I'm gonna throw a Molotov in the house.
Oh no. Kill me.
I could have killed this guy here, but I
Circle collapse imminent.
proned at the same time.
Oh, where are you then?
Just here. Going down the hill.
Oh,
Chelsea ends
no.
up getting that one guy, so it's a 1v1. But I creep around the side.
Around to our right. Yeah, he's being
Yeah,
down
straight
to the
ahead.
left.
Straight left, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Please stand down.
He loves you, Dad.
Well done.
So that's pretty much it there, guys. If you'd like to see more of these videos, you know, let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button if if you enjoy these sort of things. I'll try and put more content out in the future. Peace, guys.